Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick little tutorial, basically explain how the hide and seek works, and also run through the first map that we made. It's called New Amsterdam. Well, that's like, I guess, the quote-unquote official name of it. It's just the first map. We call it the original map, basically. So, what happens, basically, the basic layout of it is we will go through the selector thing. We just go around, and there's a dropper, and it'll give us either a skull or a Steve head. If we get a skull, we are the seeker. If we get a Steve head, we're a hider. And then the seekers and hiders choose their respective classes. We've got a bunch of different ones to choose from with their different pros and cons, and then all of the hiders will take invisibility and fire res and run out and hide while the seeker is going through this little cobweb countdown thing, and then the seeker announces when the seeker is out and goes through and tries to kill everyone. If the seeker finds you and kills you, you're out. If the hiders manage to kill the seekers, because they all get wooden swords, it doesn't really mean anything. They just get a chance for the seeker to respawn and like go back to find them. Let's see. And then as far as rules go, also each class has a firework, and basically they also take fire res. It's just like a useless enchantment that we use. Basically, when the fire res runs out, they will use their firework, giving away their location, so like at the end of the game, that's easier for the seeker to find them. Anyway, as far as rules go, there's not that many. You can't hide in the seeker's hut, in this countdown area, or in the woods, so there's also tunnels in the woods that you can't hide in. Let me see. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it as far as rules go, so I'll just run through all the classes. So this is the Steve class. It's got 10 dirt, which you can place wherever you want. Anyone can break your dirt, seekers, hiders, or yourself. We've got the Creeper class, which has a knockback 2 stone sword, which is, I think, 2 hits away. We've got Zombie class, which has 3 cobwebs. Only the zombies can break the cobwebs, and the zombie has to go back and break his cobwebs at the end of the game. Skeleton class has a bow with 2 arrows of slowness 4. Wither class has a splash potion of decay. And Ender Dragon has an Ender Pearl. Basically, so all the classes have their pros and cons, but the Zombie and Wither are generally considered to be the best just because they're like darker and more easily hidden, especially because the map is set at night. So anyway, out of the secret classes, there's Chainmail, which has a crossbow with an arrow of harming. In chain armor, we've got Gold class, which has a shield, diamond sword, and a spyglass. One of the better ones, in my opinion. And Iron class, which has a potion of night vision, lingering speed 2, stone sword, and iron armor. I think we were going to give it an iron sword eventually. I think it would be better that way, but we haven't gotten around to it. So anyway, I'll just run through the map then. So the first building ever made was this shop here. It was supposed to be a shop, but when I built it, never got around to finishing the inside and making it look like a store. So it's got this basement area. It's pretty basic. It's just like this cramped little area with a bunch of doors, so you can like confuse people, I guess. Yeah, and then if we go back up, it's got a second floor, which is just a bunch of wither skulls. Not an awful hiding spot if you're playing as the Wizard class. You can also see into the building next to it, which is kinda useful. We've got this armor stand room, which is cool, but... Oh, that's another rule. You can't hide in here, because if you, like, fight in here, you'll take, stuff off from the armor stands, so we don't want that. Got this roof area, which is nice, because you can just, like, escape easily. You can also access the other roof. And a cool little thing that, I don't know that but I discovered recently is you can get onto this, ledge here, which is a nice little spot. And then across the street from the shop, we have this little house. Oh, I got the sweet berries. Hold on, I've got the hotbar off, so I can't see very well when I'm pressing. Okay, there we go. And then in this house, really the only great hiding spot is this back here, which is just pretty basic, but it's not too bad since it's pretty easy for people to overlook that. We've also got, behind it, we've got this little area. It's a one-way iron door that goes to this tunnel system, which you're not allowed to hide in. You can only run through it. And let me see if I can remember how to get out. Yeah, okay. So, I really hate that, but it's alright, I guess. We've got the pool, which has got this little soul sand thing here that you can, like, bob on, I guess, and then it's got this little scaffolding spot. Let's see. There's also this cool little hiding spot where you can open the trapdoor and then fall down here. And then there's this little house. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but it's got a bunch of different little hiding spots with, like, these bookcases. This is just another room of bookcases. And then back here, there's a basement, which is, like, not a great hiding spot, but it's pretty easy to overlook, as well as some of the more basic. But the main appeal of this building is up here, and it is the maze. You can see into the Wither skeleton room from there, and it's pretty easy to get lost in here since all the walls look the same. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Cindy Sama hates it a lot. And then across from that, we've got the abandoned prison. It's got some holes in the floor, a bunch of cobwebs to get caught on. You can exit here from the back. And then it's got a little scaffolding spot down here, which is pretty good. Doesn't get checked a whole lot. Let's see, and then next door, we've got the outhouse, which down here has got a little dungeon thing, which isn't really that useful as a hiding spot, but you know, it's alright. Then across from there, we've got the observatory, which is just a big tower. Climb up to the top. It's just got this little winding thing. It's not super useful as an observatory because it's got iron bars and tinted glass over it, but it just looks pretty cool, so we'll give it that. Let's see, and then we've got this little, in the street, we've got a tunnel system here, if I can get through it. So there are tunnel systems in the forest that you're only allowed to run through and not hide in, but you can hide down there. We've also got this thing here, and I don't know what this is supposed to be, it's just like a little stone thing. In the park, there's some just basic little holes in the ground. This one's got a trapdoor. And then behind the park, we've got this ladder and this tree, which goes up to the tree house, which is, you know, it's an alright hiding spot. It's got like these and these, pretty easy to overlook. It's it's got this little closet here with a little outward thing. Escape, I guess. Although, the main, I'd say pretty much the main use of this is getting up here. Because you can look down here, but really, this is one of the best spots in the game, because it's really hard to see up there from the ground, and you can see the Seeker's nameplate, and just be able to drop down really easily and get away, so it's really broken, but it is, accidentally one of the best spots in the game. And then we've got this little house here, which its only hiding spot is this sad little hole in the wall, or in the floor. And then across from that is the mansion, which has got this nice little living area here, this empty room, which I think I was originally going to make into a bathroom, but never got around to it. We've got the bedroom, and then the private library, which if we go around here, there's the basement library, which it's dark, it's spooky, and it's got cobwebs. But if we go through this door here, we can go up this trap door, and this is the little servants' quarters here. And then over here, we've got this. It's just a trap. It's got these 2 iron doors on each side that you can only access from inside. I hate it. It's an awful hiding spot that I despise. Another hiding spot in this area, it takes a little bit of effort to get to, but it's pretty good. If you parkour around these trees, you can... I missed it, but you can get up there. I'm not going to do it again, but you can get up on top of that building. This is the strip club, XXX. Got the little man area. We've got this chest, which contains every disc but stall. For reasons, a jukebox, a little bathroom. And then we've got this area. This is a really nice blind spot. It doesn't always get checked, which is nice. We've got these little private rooms, which are basically almost identical to each other. And then there's another floor of them. I'll just show them off, but there's really nothing special about them. And then there's this little one-way iron door back here, exit. Let's see. Then, oh my god. I think Cindy must have put that there. Oh, I'm in adventure mode, so I can't break it. I'll go and break it later. Let's see. And then, one last building. It's the newest one. I kind of forgot about it. Let's see, so, it's this little thing back here. It's just a door maze, and then at the back, there's this tunnel system, which you can't hide in. There's this tree that you can get to the roof from. You can also get to the roof from this ladder. And yeah, I don't really know what else there is to say. Thinking about it now, a rule that I forgot to bring up is that for the Enderman class, it has an Ender Pearl, but you can't Ender Pearl to anywhere you couldn't access without an Ender Pearl, obviously, because that would just be too awful. Yeah, but that's the entirety of the New Amsterdam map. It's pretty cool, but we eventually got tired of it, so we built a bunch of different ones, but I still like it a lot. So, yeah, that's it.